Hey folks, so today we're taking a look at the C24. This is a more budget indoor security cam from eufy, and it is actually capable of capturing up to 2K resolution. So this should be giving us a nice clear image. So as we take this out of the box, I do want to stress you don't have to pay for any cloud storage fees. There is a slot directly in the camera itself here, just for connecting your own micro SD card so that you can record directly onto that instead. And inside here we have our accessories, cable, along with some wall mounted screws and the wall mount itself. And we have the wall adapter as well to plug the USB cable into. So I really like the fact that eufy actually include these. Not a lot of brands do anymore, do they? And then we have the camera itself, which I have to say is not a large camera at all. So this is not going to be inconvenient when you've placed this. It does use a lot of eufy's popular features, including their AI detection, so it will be able to detect pets and humans separately. And there is voice control and two-way audio implemented here as well. So you can both capture sound through the app, as well as use the app to communicate through the camera. And for nighttime, this does have night vision too. So on the side here, you can see the slot for the micro SD card. I'm just going to install that now. Okay, and there's quite a bit of adjustment there, both forward and back, and you can turn this all the way around too. So you can really position this however you need to when mounting. So if you need to mount on the wall, you can absolutely do that. Heck, if you want to mount it on the ceiling, I don't see why you can't do that either. So what I'm going to do now, get this connected up, and we'll fire up the eufy security app, a free app you can download, and you will just want to set up a free account with that as well. And then we can get this device added. So with the camera powered up and the app installed, I'm just going to tap add a new device. And from here, we're going to select wired camera. And then we're just going to select the indoor cam, which is the third option from the top, at least as the app is currently set up. And then we'll select next here, next again. And now we need to scan the code that's on the bottom of the camera in order to proceed.
Connecting to the Wi-Fi network, please wait.
Yeah, and that's just going to take a few seconds to connect over the Wi-Fi network. And you will need to have a network that supports 2.4 gigahertz connections, as this camera will not be able to connect over the 5 gigahertz bandwidth.
Successful.
I'm going to customize the name. I'm going to call this Garage, since that's where I am right now, and this is where the camera is going to be situated. And we will format the SD card. And now we update the firmware. Again, this will just take a few minutes. Okay, so I've got the camera set up. The whole process took about 5 minutes. Really easy in the end, and a lot quicker than it suggested even. So I've got motion detection turned off for now. That's simply because I'm sitting right in front of it, and it will be buzzing through the app constantly, as it will keep detecting me. So I've just got that turned off for now. But as you can see, we do have those motion detection settings, along with sound detection. So this is absolutely perfect. For example, if you are using this as a nanny cam in a baby's room, and you don't want them to keep setting it off with their motions, you may have that turned off. But if they start crying, then you will then be notified by using sound detection. So really neat feature, which makes this camera actually useful for other things other than just security. There is pet command. This is quite funny. It will, using the AI feature, actually detect a pet as opposed to a human, and you can set it to give the pet a command if it does make that detection. And with our video settings, we can change a few things. We can make sure the recording quality is set. Right now, I do have it on 2K, but we can reduce that to 1080p if preferred. And we can enable continuous recording thanks to that SD card that I've set up and installed. And we can adjust our night vision from auto mode, which is what it's currently set to. We can either turn that off or turn it on. And one thing I love about eufy devices, this is no exception here, is how easy it is to share any of their devices with other people in your household. As long as they have downloaded the eufy security app as well as set up their own free account, you can easily share devices with them so that they can access them as well. But now if we just head over and take a look at the image. So here's an example of the footage that you can capture and the quality of the footage that you can capture using this indoor cam. I've got to say, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. When you consider the price as well, this is not a premium bit of kit at all. This is really budget priced. And I've got to say the footage here is definitely exceeding my expectations. And this is just the obviously daytime lit view. I did mention this has night vision as well. So let's test that out. And briefly, I've just turned off all the lights in the room so that you can see that night mode in action. And it really does keep the detail as well, even in these very low light conditions. It's not quite pitch black in here, but I have got all the blackout blinds shut, so it's actually not far off. But even when it is totally pitch black, that night vision is still going to work the same way. So overall, I really do think the Indoor Cam 2K is a great camera from eufy, especially considering the price. I wasn't expecting them to pack as many features into this thing as they've been able to do. The fact it has all of their AI detection as well, which I've been using with some of their more expensive outdoor security cameras, and it works so well. Really happy to see that included here too. So folks, hopefully the video of the indoor cam here has been helpful to you, showing you some of the features, explained what it's all about, and if you're looking for an indoor cam, maybe for security, maybe to watch over a baby or pets, then this model may be worth checking out.